Hello, welcome. Today we're doing more Myths of the Realm quests, Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, and yeah, let's get into it. Ah, you're here. Of the defect twins not held here, they worship Thal, who keeps the realm of the dead, and weighs worth of men's souls. In contrast, Neld keeps the world of the living and oversees their financial fortunes. Their names are borne by many a location and religious organizations. Some extremely wealthy and powerful exist to nurture faith in them. On the surface, it may seem strange that a hub of commerce such as Ul'dah could be home to such spiritual people, but it is actually quite logical when one considers that their religion is, in essence, commerce. In any event, Naladthal is a truly unusual divinity. What was originally held to be one god came to be worshipped as twins. Indeed, rather than two distinct entities, that which we encountered was a single being possessed of two personalities. Did I mishear? Did he just say he encountered Naladthal? And while his appearance differs somewhat in the divinities worshipped, it cannot be denied that there are striking similarities in their nature. Keep going. Break people's faith. Oh. Forgive me, this is hardly the place for such a conversation. Let us continue it elsewhere. "'Twas careless of me to openly speak of our encounter with a divinity within the place where he is worshipped. Hereon I shall exercise greater caution. I thank you for alerting me to my indiscretion, and ask that you keep it between us. Now then, to finish our conversation, as I mentioned, though the Naladthal as worshipped by men appears somewhat different, there are undeniable similarities in their nature. I believe we may report this much to G'raha. With that, our work here is done. Rather than waiting for our companion to arrive, perhaps we might seek him out at the Sunken Temple. He mentioned needing to make a detour. Were we to set out now, we ought to be able to catch up to him. After all, we hardly know one another. Rather than loiter with an unfamiliar person, 'tis better to use our time productively. Wouldn't you agree? Then let us head to the Sunken Temple of Quadn at once." Oh, you're alright. If you hear me, please say something. You here. Thank goodness I found this woman collapsed. Though I can see no obvious injuries, by her attire she appears to be some manner of scholar. Water, food, in my bag, please. I see, yo, may I trouble you to find your bag? I will stand lookout in the meantime. Examining the bag, you find a skin with a little water left, but there appears to be no vendor. For now, you decide to take the water to the woman. So thirsty, so hungry, yeah. Not enough food. I need food. I have not saved dried meat, though as leather, do you have anything easier to consume? Yo, Derek, what are you doing here? Actually, that can wait. Steadily, Nogan, I brought you Archon loaf and coffee. Make sweet and creamy just as you like it. Ah, I am reborn. Washed down with the sweet beverage, the life-giving nutrients of Archeon loaf penetrate my being from head to toe. Thank you, kind stranger. However you knew my preferred source of sustenance. You are truly a godsend. Oh, it's you, Raha. What brings you here? I don't recall mentioning my fieldwork. It's for my research into the Beldians' worship of Azuma, you see. Haven't you heard from Krile? The students are presently investigating the 12, and we would prevail upon your expertise. May I introduce Nogam, expert mythologist. She is a collaborator of the students and, like many a Sharlayan scholar, is passionate about her endeavors to the point of forgetting to eat. Seeing as she has recovered, may I ask the two of you to tell her about the Phantom Realm? The 12 abide in the Phantom Realm, and you exchange not only words with them, but blows besides. Incredible. And your description of the domains, a thunderous tower in one and a sweltering city in another, are precisely as the heavens of lightning and fire are depicted in legend. In ancient times, worshippers of the 12 believed that there exist 7 heavens and 7 hells. Atheurology has since established that departed souls return to the ethereal sea. But it seems those afterlife domains were more than just inventions of mortal imagination. As a pursuer of myths, I must say it feels somewhat anticlimactic to suddenly have these revelations given to me. But more than that, I'm dying to know more, which is to say, please allow me to join your investigation. We would of course welcome your presence. Without further ado, then let us head to Omphalos. Trial awaits us there. Welcome back, everyone, and welcome, Snogum. I'm glad you could join us. Cryo, how delightful to see you again. I understand you've been doing a fine job leading the students. But may I say what a lovely place this is. At a glance, this appears to be the highest of the heavens of legend, the seventh heaven. And if those aren't symbols representing the other heavens, I take it those are their respective gateways. I should like to pay them all a visit. For Snogum's benefit, let us review what we have learned thus far, and thence deliberate the next step. The gods reappeared before us in Ragnarok Reach, though they were disguised as unassuming creatures. Their laws forbid them from showing their true forms outside their realm. Yet, in the event the ambient ether becomes unstable, such as during an umbral calamity, it is possible for the realm, and indeed the gods themselves, to be glimpsed by mortals. and such sightings, we believe, have given rise to the various faiths practiced throughout Eorzea. As we confirmed in Ul'dah, the Nadthal worshipped by people and the Nadthal we encountered here have more similarities than they do differences. In the course of exploring the Amphileos, two things caught my attention. The first is the gate which lies in the innermost area. If each of the other 6 gates lead to an elementary aspected heaven, and we stand in the 7th heaven, as Shogam says. What then lies beyond the last gate? The second is the monument. It harbors some manner of magic, unlike anything I've seen before. I will endeavor to decipher it, but it will take time. Divinities that have existed since time immortal, who abide in domains reassembling the heavens of legend. Why have they chosen to reveal themselves to mortals seeking battle? Unless they favor us more of their secrets, 'twould seem this monument holds the key to solving the mystery. Indeed, much and more yet lies beyond our understanding, but we'll keep chasing the truth together. As I'm sure you'll agree, though this isn't tiring work, both mentally and physically, we need to pace ourselves. To which end, might I suggest we return to Revenant Stall and have a rest before we embark on the next stage of our investigation? So rarely do I get to simply chat with colleagues. I had fairly forgotten what it felt like. Indeed, it's quite fitting that we should be doing so here at the 7th heaven. Fitting, that's an understatement if I've ever heard one. The 7th and highest of heavens, which rules over the remaining 6, was right here in Mor Dhona all this time. This is fitting, my friends. This isn't fitting, my friends, it's destiny. You are obviously well versed in the myths surrounding the heavens and hells. If you don't mind, I should like to hear your thoughts on them. Invested as they are in their research, it doesn't take much to stoke their passions. My apologies if it makes you uncomfortable. Having always traveled alone, I'm admittedly not too familiar with such a lively atmosphere, but I don't mislike it. By the way, the two of you arrived at the second temple rather quickly. Did something happen? Well, as pleasant as this has been, it's past time we return to the annex. The paperwork for this commission isn't going to complete itself, alas. Then I shall take my leave of Omphalos. There's so much there that I'd like to see. And I believe I will go for a walk nearby. It's getting a little warm in here. Alright, do take care now. That is a fucking cool chocobo, man. Oh, yo, it's pleasant, isn't it? The smells of the sound and of a tavern. It makes one feel alive. And afterwards, stepping outside alone and breathing the cool air, I like that just as much. While we await developments, I shall remain here in Revenant's Toll. If there are any tidings, rest assured I will share them with you. Thank you for your help thus far. I doubt so much could have been accomplished without you. Might as well. Oh, greetings, yo. I've come to ask you about developments in our Phantom Realm. Investigations, then your timing couldn't be better. Bleh. I've come to ask you about developments in our Phantom Realm investigation. Then your timing couldn't have been better. A short while ago I received word from Grahatia. He and Kryl have completed their preparations in Sharlayan and are ready to resume field work. Even as we speak, they make their way hither. Let's wait for them together, shall we? Ah, there they are. Huh. What in the hells are you carrying? This, my friends, is the latest technological marvel to come out of Sharlayan. I gave you the etheric analyzer. Holding it thus, you take a measure of the ambient ether, whose waveform is then recorded by the aethotranscriber at the back. This provides us with a detailed data of the environment which we can study at our leisure. As you know, the Phantom Realms are hidden by illusions. In order to ascertain their nature, I suggested to Cryo that we record the data with proper equipment. Alas, said equipment is tremendously cumbersome. Raha has done well to bring it here in one piece, and as expensive as it doubtless is, I hope we can return it in the same condition. Return it. Yes, to the Forum. In approving our investigation, they granted us use of the device in addition to their financial backing. Despite the students' greatly reduced scale, the Forum has faith in our endeavors. Thus did the approval notice declare, I'm proud to say. We owe much of this goodwill to the Scions, yourself not least of all. That being said, we can't depend on the Forum indefinitely. No, we must stand on our own 2 feet again, and it begins with our efforts in this investigation. The 12 are meant to be Eorzea's guardian deities, yet they seek battle with mankind. What could it possibly be that motivates them? In treating them with earnesty, I am hopeful that we will find the answer. Well, we shouldn't keep Shogun waiting. Without further ado, let's join her in the Omphalos. Welcome back. Well now, if that isn't the etheric analyzer, you've done well to get a hold of it. Indeed, we're duly grateful to the Forum for the loan. It's no small thing to be lugging about, but I've always wanted to try it. If you are ready, Raha, you may proceed with measuring the ether of the Phantom Realm. Yo, please assist him, will you? In the meantime, I have a mind to further examine the monument with Shogun. How does that sound? like a plan. As a matter of fact, I've already done a little bit of work on that front. As you previously determined, the monument harbors some manner of magic, and this magic, since I've since found, takes the form of an epigraph. By consulting experts in the field of archaeology, I was able to make a discovery. Oh yes, a most satisfying discovery. Startling discovery. That is, the epigraph is largely incomplete, so we can't read it. So you didn't make a discovery? But see, establishing what one doesn't know is also an important step in research. For a blessing, the language used doesn't appear to be completely unknown. If we can but find the missing information, it should be possible to make sense of it. But where do we even begin looking for such information? Why, we ask the gods themselves, of course. By giving them the battle they desire, we're doing them a favor, are we not? That being the case, I dare say they would grace us with their presence if called. Please come with me. Oh, the things I would ask them if they really did appear. Now, going by astrology, the heaven of earth should be the next to open, and it just so happens I know the perfect incantation for this purpose. Open Mutai, Montai. Its time-honored charm passed down in Gridania, whose patron is Nosfika, one of the deities said to dwell in the heavens of earth. Come, everyone say it with me. Ah, what a delightful children you are. I too have desired to speak with you. By the 12, it's her. It's really her. She looks precisely as depicted in the legend. Amazing. 'Tis an honor to meet you, Nofika. If I may, what is it that you wish to speak about? You seek to decipher the monument, do you not? If you face more of us in battle, I myself included, we shall grant you the key to unlocking that mystery. We would of course be much obliged for such a gift, but are you certain? The gods before were not exactly forthcoming with your secrets. Closely have we watched you from our prospective sanctums, watched as you faced us and pursued with the truth with pure hearts and minds. In light of what we have seen, we have concluded thus. Even should you uncover the monument's purpose, you would still be willing to lend us your aid. Help us to fulfill our heart's desire, and so too shall we grant you yours. I look forward to receiving you in my sanctum, my dear children. I wasn't expecting a god to actually appear. 'Twas but a coincidence, surely. It worked. The charm reaches the matron. If it can be repeated, I shall have to mention it in my thesis. Our efforts to understand the 12 appear to have paid off. The original plan was to revisit the heavens of lightning and fire, but I believe all would agree that we should prioritize Nofisa's invitation. Well, Shogun, your charm did the trick. The way to another heaven lies open, and beyond it is the truth of the monument. I can scarcely wait to pore over the etheric data. Raha, yo, I leave it in your capable hands. As for you, Derek, might we rely on your guidance once more? Now that we know what awaits, I do not feel my presence is necessary. On the contrary, I would only be a burden. As you wish, of course. We can still count on you to pray for our friends, though, I trust. I'm glad that I can join you this time, Yo. Encumbered as I am with the analyzer, I fear I won't be able to assist in battle, but I shall do my part to secure the data we need. Curious about my attire, are you? I borrowed it alongside the analyzer. It's the choice for gleaners, cleverly designed to help one bear great loads. And hefty as the analyzer is, by now I'm quite used to the feel of it. That's to say, I won't unduly slow you down. Come, let us set forth. Thanks to the etheric analyzer, even those who can't accompany you will have access to valuable data, complements to the form for the loan. Knowing you, you should have no trouble finding your way without me. I will show you on from here. Actually finding the gods, yours is the hardest task of all. The rest of us are truly grateful to you, and we shall do our utmost to support your efforts. Okay. 595. Shit. What am I at? 589. Okay, well, I'm gonna call it here. I'll figure out the weapon item level by the time I get back. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.